Hi guys, this is a quick video key to the worksheet I have in the folder for our Tuesday for converting metric units. If you're comfortable converting within the metric system, then you'll probably find this video boring and overly easy. You don't need to spend any time watching it then. If you want a little bit more practice, hopefully I can help make that conversion easier. So I wanted to share a mnemonic. I forgot to do this when I was talking with you guys in the video on Tuesday, so I'm going to put it in here. There's a nice little mnemonic, a phrase to help you remember things. It's King Henry died by drinking chocolate milk. All right. Now, the capital letters I did on purpose, I'm going to further go on and highlight them. So let me switch over to my highlighter. And the King, K-H-D-B-D-C-M. Right, those are the initials for our first, for the prefixes in the metric system, the ones that we're going to be using commonly. So I'm going to kind of write over here how that works. We have kilo, and then we have hecto. We have deca. Then we have our base unit. Then we have deci. We have centi. Then we have milli. Let me move that over a little bit so it's easier to see. Kilo, hecto, deca, our base unit, then deci, centi, and milli. So I kind of put these into a stair-step example. How do you remember which one goes where? King Henry died by drinking chocolate milk. All right. So whenever I want you to follow these, let's work through an example here. We're going to convert 78 grams into kilograms. So we're starting out at grams. That's grams is our base unit here. I know I talked about kilograms being a base unit in the video earlier in this week. That's more for the purpose of how we do our calculations in physics. We often use kilogram as that base unit. But for the purpose of talking about metric system, gram conversions in the metric system, we'll just consider gram to be the base unit. It's the one here that goes in the middle. So 78 grams to kilograms. We're going where? We're going 1, 2, 3 places to the left. So I want to move this decimal point here 3 places to the left. Right now, we don't have a decimal point written there, so it's kind of implied. So just, whoa, that didn't work the way I wanted it. It's implied. So you just got to remember to take that from the beginning at the end and move it over 1, move it over 2. Now that puts it right, that puts a decimal point right in front of the 78. We need to move it over 1 more so that we get that 3rd place. So really what we're going to do is we got to put, it looks like there's a 0 that gets added in here. Right? There's this imaginary, I shouldn't say imaginary, we're going to have to put a 0 in there so we can show that our decimal point got moved. Right? So then when you type your answer over here, you're going to say 0.078. Now, if you wanted to put a 0 in front of that, some people like putting that 0 there, that is fine. That is fine, but I'm not going to require that. If you just gave me the answer that looked like this, 0.078, that'll work as well. So it's just going up and down this staircase, if you will. If you're going to the left, it means you're moving your decimal point to the left. If you're going to the right, it means you're moving your decimal point to the right. So let's do another one here with 900. We're starting at kilometers. We're going all the way down to centimeters. How many places do we have to jump? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to the right. So let's move our decimal point 5 places to the right. There's 1, there's 2, there's 3, there's 4, and there's 5. Now, every place there's not a number there, I'm going to have to stick in a 0. So I'm going to need to put in a 0 here. Let me move this. Hopefully it lines up a little bit better. We're going to have to put a 0 in. Yeah, it doesn't look good over that. I'll just put it up here. We had to put a 0 there. Then we had to have another 0, and then yet another 0. So we had to we have these 3 blank spaces, 1, 2, 3. We have to put zeros in those blank spaces. It tells us that our answer over here is going to be 900. And then we had to add those additional 3 zeros. I'm going to go ahead and put the comma in here so it's easier to read. Right? And that's how we're going to convert in the metric system. Like going with how far do you go? Which direction do you go? 45,000 milliliters going up to liters. So we're going to go, are going to go, let's see, I lost my marker. We're going 1, 2, 3 places up. So that means and we went to the left. So we're going to move our decimal point here 3 places to the left. 1, 2, 3. So this is going to give us 45 liters. Kilograms to milligrams. Boy, that's going the whole way. We're going 1. Let's see. Let me change my color here so it's easier to see what we're doing. Or maybe I should just erase what I've done over here. So what are we doing this time? We're going to go, we're starting a kilo. We're going down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I got to move that decimal point 6 places. Again, if there's not a decimal point in the number, it's always assumed to be at the end. So we're going to have to move that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 places. That means we ended up adding 6 zeros here to fill in those holes. Right? 0. Let's move that over so it lines up a little bit better. And then there's another 0, and another 0, and another 0, another 0, and another 0. And so we had to add, we got 6 loops here. We got to add 6 zeros. So we're going to end up with 180. I know there's going to be a comma there, so I'm going to put it in right now. And then there's another 3 zeros from our answer, and finally the 4th, 5th, and 6th zeros from our answer. So just count how many places you're going to left or how many places you're going to right. Move your decimal. Now, sometimes you're going to have to get rid of, you're going to lose some zeros. You got to find out where your decimal is. Sometimes you got to add some zeros. You got to find out where your decimal is. I want to do one more example here. Just will help out a little bit as well. And what if I did one, let's see, if I did, I'm just putting in here, let's do a problem 5. If our problem 5 was, let's see, we had 23, we've done grams, we've done meters, we have in liters. Let's say we have 23, and I'm going to say milliliters, and I want to find out how many hectoliters this is, how many hectoliters this is. So how would we do that? We're going to see how far did we go in our chart here. We're going to start at milli, and we went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 places to the left. So we're going to take our decimal point over here. We got to move 5 places. There's 1, there's 2, there's 3, there's 4, and there's 5. Now I've got 3 hoops here, right? 1, 2, 3 hoops, 3 loops there that do not have a 0. So I'm going to have to stick that 0 in there. Whoop, that did not work quite the way I wanted it to. So I need to put 3 zeros. I'm just going to type them up here and then pull them down. Above those 3 loops, right? So when I write my answer here now, I had to insert those zeros. So we got to be careful, just like we did here with the 78 to 0.78 kilograms. This answer over here is going to be 0.00023. So just be careful on your zeros. When do you need to add them to the left? When do you need to get rid of them on the right? And I think I've done some good examples here for you. This last part of the worksheet, convert each measurement into an SI-based unit for that quantity. If the measurement is already expressed in the SI-based unit, just circle it. Well, hopefully this isn't too bad, right? Our base units. Let's do the circles for our base units really quick, right? This one's a base unit. Days is not our base unit. Centimeters is not our base unit. Seconds are our base unit. Kilograms is our other base unit. We're going to use that in physics. Kilograms as our base. And the rest of these, we're just moving it around. It's just like what we did above. We're going to have to figure out, we're starting at centimeters. We got to get to meters. We move 2 places to the left, so we move our answer here 2 places to the left. So we have, instead of 709, we're going to have 7.09 meters. Instead of 8 kilometers, we got to get down to meters, so we're going to move 3 places to the right. So we move our decimal point 3 places to the right. We're going to have 3 zeros there, 1,000 meters. And here we're going to kilometers to meters. We got to move it to the right. We got 400, and we're going to move over 1, 2, 3 places to get it to meters. Move 3 places to the right. Right, kilometers. 1, 2, 3. Move kilometers 3 places to the right to get to our base unit. 25.1 centimeters. Again, use our stair step. We see that going from centimeters to our base, we're moving to the left 2. So our answer over here is going to be 0.251 meters. 8 days. How are we going to get from 8 days into seconds? This one gets a little bit more complicated because we're going to have to take this, we're going to have to multiply it by how many hours are in a day. There's 24 hours in a day. So I'm going to have you do this part. Hours in a day. All right, now we got to do a similar one again. Now because we got to get rid of those hours. Now we're going to say there are, what, 60 minutes in 1 hour. And we still need yet another one. And it's going to be 60 seconds in 1 minute. Now you might ask, how did I know which one goes on the top and which one goes on the bottom? And I'll show you the quick and easy way to figure that part out. All right, let me change my color here. Right, because we have days here. We want to get to days. We're trying to get to seconds. So we have days in the top, days in the bottom. They're going to cancel. Hours in the top, hours in the bottom. They're going to cancel. Minutes in the top, minutes in the bottom. They're going to cancel. So we're left with our measurement here in seconds. All right, so we end up just typing that into your calculator. And what are you going to get? 8 times 24 times 60 times 60. Pull up my calculator and do that really quick. 8 times 24 times 60 times 60. You get 691,200. Right, and that is seconds. So hopefully you see how we're doing these things here. I'm not going to do hours in the next one because you can see we're going to well, I can do it really quick. We're going to do hours here in the next one. We have 60 minutes in 1 hour, and then we need to do another one over here. 60 seconds in 1 minute. So we got to multiply those. We got to do that multiplication out here. 2 hours times 60 minutes per hour times 60 seconds per hour per minute, and that's going to give us an answer of 3,600, 7,200. Seconds. Okay, 40 kilograms is our base. 92 grams. Let's move this. We got to move our decimal point over 3 places to the right. So we're going to move. Let's do the 3 places to the right. 1, 2, 3. So there's got to be a 0 sitting in here. So let's write our answer. 0.092 kilograms. All right, 30 milligrams. We got to get it up to kilograms as well. Milligrams to kilograms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 places we got to move our decimal. Let's draw that in. All right. 1, 2. And we got 4 more to go. Each one of those, we're going to have to put a 0 in. So let's now write our answer over here. We have the zeros we had to insert in front of that as we're moving our decimal. All right. So our answer over here is going to be 0.00030 kilograms. Only 3,280 grams. we're going from grams to kilograms. You can look at your chart. You're going to see that it's 3 places to the left. 1, 2, 3. We're going to come down here then, and let's move our decimal point 3 places. 1, 2, 3. All right, so it's going to be 3,000 or 3.280 kilograms. All right, so metric system, it's easy, except for time. It's very easy. All we're doing is moving our decimal point back and forth. Hopefully that helps, guys. Good luck in the quiz tomorrow.